You are watching War and Hero, a channel dedicated to real stories of war, courage, sacrifice, and human resilience. Here, the heroes are not fictional. They existed. They fought. And many survived the impossible. They tried to break him. They tried to destroy his body, his mind, and his hope. But he survived. This is the true story of Louis Zamperini. Olympic athlete, United States Army Air Force's pilot, survivor of the Pacific Ocean, and prisoner of war in Japan. A real story of human endurance pushed to the absolute limit. Louis Zamperini was born in 1917 in California, the son of Italian immigrants. As a child, he was known as a troublemaker. Constant fights, rebellion, no direction, until sports entered his life. His brother encouraged him to run, and there, Louis found something he had never had before: discipline, purpose, and focus. Through running, he learned to endure pain and to keep going, even when everything told him to stop. In 1936, at just 19 years old, Louis Zamperini represented the United States at the Olympic Games in Berlin. He competed in the 5,000-meter race. He did not win, but he made history. On the final lap, he ran faster than every other athlete, a feat that captured the attention of the world. His performance was so remarkable that he even shook hands with Adolf Hitler. It seemed like the beginning of a legendary career. But war would change everything. With the outbreak of World War II, Louis enlisted in the United States Army Air Forces. He became a bombardier and flew combat missions over the Pacific Ocean. In 1943, during a search mission, the B-24 aircraft he was aboard suffered a mechanical failure and crashed into the sea. Of the 11 crew members, only 3 survived. Louis Zamperini was one of them. Louis and the 2 other survivors drifted at sea for 47 days, with almost no food, no clean drinking water, exposed to the burning sun. They faced sharks, violent storms, and extreme hunger. They survived by eating birds, raw fish, and drinking rainwater. One of the crewmen died at sea. Louis endured. When they finally reached land, Louis was captured by the Imperial Japanese Navy. He became a prisoner of war. From that moment on, survival took on an even more brutal form. Louis was transferred between prison camps in Japan, where he endured starvation, disease, and constant violence. In one camp, he became the target of relentless abuse by an extremely violent guard. Beatings, humiliation, repeated punishments, even weak, malnourished, and sick. Louis refused to surrender on the inside. His silent resistance became an act of defiance. He did not run, he did not kneel, he did not break. In 1945, with the end of World War II, the prison camps were liberated. Louis Zamperini returned home, physically alive, but deeply scarred by war. For years, he struggled with trauma, nightmares, and the challenge of rebuilding a normal life. The story of Louis Zamperini is not about being invincible. It is about endurance. He was brought down by war, by the ocean, by hunger, and by human cruelty. But he never lost who he was. Unbroken is living proof of how much the human spirit can endure and still go on. If this story moved you, like the video. Comment on what impressed you the most. Share it so more people can discover real stories like this. And subscribe to War and Hero so you don't miss other true stories of courage, war, and humanity. We'll see you in the next episode.